Hi guys. So today's video I'm going to talk about my hair. I actually was going to talk about something else, but I figure because I'm in my car and it's natural light, maybe it's better to talk about my hair color and what I just did to it. So by looking at my other videos, you can tell that I was like a super light blonde. And this is the thing, like I was getting blonde highlights all the time. Sorry, my car, it's just like burning hot in here. I gotta turn the air conditioning on. I just wanted to take matters into my own hands and be able to do my own hair. So I researched a lot and sorry. And what I wanted is close to my natural roots, which are like a really ashy dark blonde, I guess, like kind of. My roots are actually almost like a gray, and I don't like that color. It kind of washes me out. I think if you have a big enough tan, a dark enough tan, or what I've noticed with my hair is when it starts to go out, like the sun will start to give it like a golden kiss. And then so like the grown out portion is nice, like from here down will be like a nicer color, but then from here, like it's like gray. I don't know. Anyways, I'm talking too much. I'm sorry. So what I looked into is toning my hair, because I figured if my hair is really light blonde, I don't need to color it. And like, I don't know if there's a big difference between toning and coloring. I really don't know. I'm not a hairstylist. But I came across this product called Redken Shades EQ. And I watched a ton of YouTube videos on this product. And there are no YouTube videos on the color combo I use. So I want to share this with you guys. So what I did that's different from what you're supposed to do with this product. So this product is usually used for toning after highlights or after some sort of lightening to apply the shade you want, like whether you want like a reddish tone or you want like a really ashy blonde or whatever. This is what this product is for. It's for like to add the warmth or to add the ash or to add the gold or to add the copper. So what I really wanted was a golden, either extremely light brown or golden darker blonde. Okay, so this is what happened with my hair is I did it dry, and I ended up leaving it on like way too long. Also too, my application took long, and I had read people do warn if you cannot apply it quickly onto dry hair, it's not going to apply evenly, and it's not good. It's supposed to be recommended to apply this quickly throughout the hair and then go into the processing time. It shouldn't take like a long time applying. So because I'm stubborn, I'm like this, like I did not have a brush, so I was like too lazy to go to the store. Like I'm just the type of person, I'm like, I don't care, like I'm just gonna do it how it is, even if it doesn't turn out good. And another thing, I bought one bottle of the 8N and one bottle of the 8GG, like the gold. So the 8N is neutral. It is neither ashy nor warm. It is like the perfect neutral. So if you have like a light virgin hair where you don't need to fill it with anything, that would be perfect. Or it should be mixed with something else. So for me, I don't know, maybe I should have ordered also a like a filler color, like when I say fill, that means if you're going from a light blonde to something darker, you need to fill it with a warm tone. Otherwise you're gonna get like a green. So mine is fine, and I will tell you guys why. But I do notice like down here where it was like extra bleached, it's not as like warm as up here. sorry, there's like just so many points I want to make and I don't have like anything written out, so my brain is just like okay, so what I did for my combination is I did I would say like 70% 8N with 30% of the GG, and then that is a 1-to-1 mixture with the developer stuff. What's that called? The gloss. You'll see my picture. This I can't remember. Processing solution. That's what it's called. Processing solution. So your color, however much color you use, should be the same amount of how much processing solution you use. And there is a product called Clear by Redken. It's in the same kind of container as the processing solution. If you don't want your color to be too saturated, and maybe this is what I should have done, you buy this Clear product and then you add in some Clear. There's like a perfect ratio. I don't know the ratio for that offhand, but there is a document, I think it's on the Redken site, that you can download, and it talks all about Shades EQ, all about like how you can mix it for different things, and like if you want to use the gloss and stuff, and it's very helpful. And it has like a color wheel, it shows all the shades, it's very informative. Okay, so yeah, so normally you're supposed to do this at the sink after lightening onto damp hair, right? And you do it for like 10 minutes or something like that. I think 10 to like maximum 20 minutes on damp hair, so it doesn't saturate as much. Is that right? Saturate, absorb, whatever. Whereas I did it on dry hair, so it like sucks up the color a lot more. Plus, where I made an error is I used a bottle, so it was like squirting it, and then I only had one bottle of the 8N, so I was so afraid I was gonna not have enough color, so I kind of panicked instead of doing it like properly. Because really you should start at the back, because you have to think like, how does your hair naturally lighten and darken? The back is always lighter than the front. The front should be done last, right? So it's not as going to process as long as the back. Underneath is always darker, the back is always darker, front is always lighter. So you should always start in the darker areas. They should process longer, and then you leave the front for last. And the ends should be done a little less if you want like that natural, like grown out look. But I panicked, so I was just like, oh my god, I gotta get this all over my hair as fast as I can, like squirting it like everywhere. And then I'd be like, start going like this, trying to get it in, but then I'd have like one side sitting with the zigzag freaking line of color sitting for like 5 minutes while I did this. So you can't see it, like it's not a big deal, it doesn't bother me. I'll open this and see if you guys can like tell. You probably won't be able to tell anything. Honestly, it looks pretty good. Like, this is me under a microscope nitpicking what I did, because I know, right? I know my own errors. But anyways, I don't think you can tell. In certain light, I can kind of see where it like went a little darker, where it sat longer, and where it didn't. So do not do that. What I advise is you want to do section by section. Like, take your section, whatever, wherever you're starting or whatever. Do that section, like do the whole section, make sure it's all saturated. Always go like into vertical sections, because naturally if this section is lighter than this section, it's smidgen, like, you know, you're not really gonna notice, but that's natural, because that's just like, say you get like highlights or lowlights, it's a vertical contrast in shades, which is natural. So that's like just one key point of advice. But other than that, I really am so happy with the turnout of this product. If I would have done it on damp hair, I think I would have got more of the color I wanted, because I actually didn't want it this dark. But I don't think it's a big deal, and I'm not mad at it at all, because I know it will fade. And I think it will fade into the color I want. And you know what? It's very, very close anyways. And I think it looks really nice. I do feel like my hair is softer and almost feels healthier, but maybe that's just the fact that it's like filled with color. And to touch on the point about filling too with warmth, like I talked about, gold isn't, I don't think technically like a warm tone. It's more like a yellow. So I don't think gold fills, but my thought process on it was that gold should help to mitigate the tone of green, maybe a hair, and maybe I won't need to fill. Anyways, what I have been doing, or did once, but I'm going to keep doing, is I have this product by, I'll insert a picture if I can find the exact photo, or I'll just take a picture at home. The John Frieda, it's like color intense gloss, or like something like that. So what it is, it's just a product you use on your hair in the shower, like squeeze out all the water, put it on for 3 minutes, and then rinse. So I'm using that in red, in the tone red. And so to me, I think that helped. Like I used it once already to apply just a hair of warmth where it like got rid of kind of like the mousy, I actually kind of want to call it like a mushroom brown. I don't know. But anyways, I really like this color. I hope you guys like it. Please let me know what you think of this color in comparison to my blonde. I am very curious to know, like, from an outsider perspective, which hair color suits me or looks better. I've always wondered, like, you know what's so weird is people always say I look better with blonde, but whenever I have my hair blonde, I feel so washed out. I don't know, like, and as soon as I put this color hair, or use this color, I feel like my complexion comes out more. I don't know, like, so I'm really curious if other people feel the same way. So please let me know your thoughts, and let me know your thoughts on the results of my hair color, and also let me know if you've ever used Redken Shades EQ. I'm really curious. But also I want to mention, and I don't know if this company ships to the US, but I am not a professional colorist or hairstylist, so I don't have access to professional products. And I was looking to buy this product online. First, I came across it on eBay, and it was like wildly expensive. It was expensive, and then on top of it, the shipping was like $30 for each item. It was so outrageous. So I was like, there's got to be another place. So I came across this website called I think it's called Cosmetics World. I'll put the link in my description for you guys. And it's a Canadian company, and I guess they have a storefront in Toronto, I believe. So I felt safe, like, okay, they have a store, like, whatever, it should be fine. There were no issues with ordering. I got my product, but this is the only thing. I don't know what's up with this. I don't know if this is just like a total error or this is like kind of something weird. When I got the processing solution had leaked a little bit in the package. And like, so when you take the cap off, there's the seal, and the seal was broken, which is really weird. And I don't know if that's their fault. Like, something happened, if they're like shady and they like poured some out. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But maybe if it went over plain, like in the air, maybe the pressure made it pop and maybe it leaked. You know, I don't know. I didn't complain, whatever. It was like 75% full still. And because it's such a big bottle, I'm like, whatever. Like, I can use it a few times before I have to buy more. So that's not too big of a deal. I did order more of the 8N just so that I have it, so I can do like a damp, like with mixing with the gold again, but do a damp, when my hair is damp, do like a 5-minute kind of processing. What am I trying to say? Like, just a touch up for when my hair starts to like fade a little bit, or if I start to see kind of like I was telling you guys about, like the zigzag, like there's just like some spots that are like a smidgen lighter. Like, it's just not like, it's really not a big deal, but I just bought some more to have some more. But the crappy thing is when you buy one, I mean, it's not that big a deal. The shipping's $9 per product. So the Shades EQ was like $16.99 or something, and then with the shipping, I don't know, it was like $27 or $28. It's a little much to pay for a tiny bottle of color. But I would say, like, what I'm happiest about is now I am in control of my hair. I don't have anyone wrecking it, and like, not to say my hairdresser's like wrecking my hair. It's just like, I always hate when you go to hair, especially being blonde. When you go to hairdressers, your hair is very fragile. Sometimes they're not like that careful. My hairdresser was actually like the most careful regarding like combing my hair and everything like that I ever had, and that's why I kept going. But it's just like, I'm just done with the hair, like going to get my hair colored for a while. It's just like too much for me. It's expensive. So I just like that I'm in control. I'm still using professional products, so I'm not damaging my hair or like screwing up by using box color. I love watching videos and being informed. What I am curious about and would like to learn about is maybe lightening by like one shade, and maybe even eventually putting in my own tiny like highlights, you know what I mean? Like doing the thing where I don't know. Whatever. And just like adding like a touch so it's like that sun-kissed look kind of throughout like the top and the front. I don't know, like I find it like a project, and I kind of find it exciting to do my own hair. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, I'm probably leaving information out. I don't know, but I want to say like this gold color from Redken Shades EQ, the gold is very beautiful, and I can see the gold. I don't know if this lighting is the best, but I can see the gold, and it's just like so beautiful. And I absolutely love how there are so many shades and so many combinations you can make with this product. Like, it's really cool. Like, you can take your brown, your normal brown, like say if you are already brunette, you can order the copper and just do like a smidgen of copper, and do even just like a washout, like leave it on like 2 minutes onto damp hair, and just get like that hue of copper. Or like, I don't know, like you can play with it and experiment. What I do want to say too is I did test strands. Like, I found the lightest bleached out pieces of my hair, and I did one with more of the 8N to see, and then like just a touch of the gold, and then I did one 50-50, and the 50-50 of each color was lighter than more of the 8N. So maybe that's actually what I should have done. But then I was actually kind of afraid. I actually honestly thought that I was not going to notice a difference, and it was going to be like the tiniest bit darker than my blonde. Like, that's actually what I thought. So yeah, anyways, and then I let it process a lot longer because I was talking to my friend on the phone, and I completely forgot that my hair was up. And I also want to say too, I wrapped it in a plastic bag for warmth, so it would process better. But yeah, I was like texting her for 20-30 minutes, and I completely forgot my hair was processing. So I let my hair process for, oh my gosh, like 45 minutes or something. And I mean, this is after I applied it, and the application took like I would say like a good half an hour, because there wasn't a lot of product. I actually, even though I have like very fine hair, I actually have like a lot of it, so it took a while to put all throughout my hair. But yeah, so you don't need to have it process that long. You're actually only supposed to let it process for 20 minutes. So it's up to you if you want to do dry or on damp hair. But what I would say, if you're doing dry, make sure you have a brush, make sure your application is even, and I would also advise, buy more product than you think you need, because you don't want to be stuck with some like dry spots where you ran out of product. And also too, if you have more product, you're going to be more confident to just like really dump it on your head and like get it through all your hair quickly, which makes for a better result. So I really hope that you guys found this video informative and helpful. I'm really happy about my hair. I really recommend this product. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click like. Also, please consider subscribing to my channel. I do a lot of videos where I talk about like beauty stuff, just like anything, like hair, fashion, handbags, whatever. So if you like that type of content, I would love it for you to subscribe to my channel. Anyways, see you in my next one. Thank you so much. Bye.